Few incidents stand out with the same chilling resonance as the Tokyo subway sarin attack of 1995. At the event's core was Shirikyo, or Supreme Truth, a Japanese doomsday cult led by the charismatic yet manipulative guru Shoko Asahara. Unlike many fringe movements that fade into obscurity, rose to terrifying prominence because of its unique combination of religious fanaticism, intellectual talent, and technological capacity. Shoko Asahara, born Shizuru Matsumoto in 1955, was a nearly blind man who transformed himself into a self-proclaimed messiah. He possessed an uncanny ability to project authority and to exploit the vulnerabilities of those around him. By the late 1980s, he had accumulated wealth on the scale of $1 billion empire, drawing followers from Japan's upper echelons of society: engineers, chemists, doctors, and some of the nation's top university graduates. Asahara's ideology blended Buddhism, Hinduism, apocalyptic Christianity, and his own dark prophecies. He predicted an imminent world war that would destroy humanity, leaving Aum as the chosen survivors. Unlike other new religious movements, Aum distinguished itself by weaponizing intellect. It was surrounded by highly educated disciples who used their technical expertise not for progress, but for the manufacture of chemical and biological weapons. The world had its first glimpse of Aum's destructive capability on June 1994. In Matsumoto, Nagano Prefecture, cult members released sarin gas in a residential area, targeting judges deliberating on a real estate dispute involving the cult. The attack killed 8 people and injured more than 500. Though suspicions arose, Aum escaped full accountability at the time, allowing them to regroup and plan an even deadlier strike. The climax came on March 20, 1995, when Tokyo's subway system, the lifeblood of the world's largest city, became the stage for terror. At 7 a.m. deployment, 5 Aum operatives, armed not with bombs or guns, but with plastic bags filled with liquid sarin, concealed in sports bags, boarded trains on the Chiyoda, Morinochi, and Hibiya lands. Each carried umbrellas sharpened to puncture the bags. 8 a.m. release. At rush hour, inside the crowded subway cars, the men punctured their packages and stepped off. Sarin quickly evaporated into vapor, spreading silently and invisibly among the unsuspecting commuters. On the Chiyoda line, passengers began coughing, convulsing, and collapsing. Some, not realizing the danger, attempted to drag the leaking bags off the trains, spreading the contamination onto the platforms. On the Morinochi line, sarin seeped across multiple cars. Station workers and Good Samaritans tried to clean up the mysterious liquid, only to be overcome themselves. And on the Hibiya line, the deadliest incident unfolded. Sarin-filled cars continued to run across the stations, each stop adding to the tally of the poison. Between 8:10 and 8:30 a.m., subway workers, commuters, and emergency responders collapsed in droves. Victims displayed telltale signs of nerve against exposure: pinpoint pupils, paralysis, respiratory failure, and blindness. By the mid-morning, Tokyo's hospitals were inundated. St. Luke's International Hospital, located named Tsukiji Station, received more than 500 victims within 2 hours. Doctors, initially unaware they were treating a nerve agent attack, administered treatment for general poisoning, even as many of them themselves exposed. The sheer scale of casualties, more than 6,000 people affected, was unprecedented in Japan's modern history. In the end, 13 people lost their lives that day. The injury toll stretched into the thousands, and for many survivors, their ordeal never ended. Long-term effects included lung scarring, neurological damage, chronic eye problems, and post-traumatic stress disorder. The attack was not only physical, but psychological, shattering Japan's sense of public safety. National panic. Between March 20th and March 23rd, the city of Tokyo was paralyzed. Subway lines shut down, crippling transportation. Rumors spread of additional attacks. The Japanese public, unused to domestic terrorism, faced the haunting realization their society was vulnerable to unseen enemies from within. The Japanese police moved quickly after the attack. March 22, 1995 marked the beginning of the large-scale raids on Aum facilities. Investigators uncovered chemical labs, precursors for mass production of sarin, and even evidence of biological weapon experiments. The cult's ambitions were broader and darker than the world had imagined. On May 16, 1995, Shoko Asahara himself was arrested. In the years that followed, over 200 cult members were prosecuted, with 13, including Asahara, sentenced to death. After years of appeals, Asahara was finally executed in 2018, closing a chapter of fear but not erasing its memory.